Right, here we are with an update on the trike. Seat's not on at the moment. Major problem with the rear derailleur. It's twisted, and I think the derailleur bracket there, the hanger, I think that's twisted as well. No impact. I think it was literally just torque in one of the lowest gears going up an incline that's caused the problem. So this was probably about 2 weeks ago. I think we're April the 20th now. So it's been off the road now for 2 weeks while I think about how I'm going to progress with this and sort it out. So what I've decided is the front crankset and the derailleur are going to go. And I'm going to put in an Efneo gearbox, which is a 3-speed internal gearbox there for the front, which will give me, I think the actual cog size on it is 28 tooth, but with the internal gears I'll have 28T, I think it's a 40 and a 50 option. Now by reducing that front cog size to 22 tooth, that means I can substantially decrease the length of this chain, and I think part of this problem is the length of the chain and the movement on the chain, and especially down here. On the rear there I've got a Shimano Dior derailleur, that's a long cage, and it's just too low. It goes a lot lower than that actually. I don't know what gear I'm in. It goes a lot lower than that. It goes to within about 1 or 2 centimetres of the ground down there. So by changing the front to an Efneo means I can shorten the chain substantially, and there'll be no sideways movement on the chain then, because obviously the gear changes will be in the gearbox. Now for now I'm going to keep the rear cassette. I think this is it's 9-speed, and I think the smallest is 11T and the biggest there is 32. Well, I'm going to try and increase that largest one to 36, 34 minimum anyway. And I might even do away with 2 of the lowest gears there, because I don't use them. At the moment this thing's got 27 gears, of which I've calculated I use 7. So, in doing that, Efneo on the front, take this derailleur off, probably reduce the cassette to 7. I think what that will do, it'll enable me to get a much shorter cage derailleur on there, and I'm going to have to shop around and see what's available, because we need the shifting needs to be simplified, and so 3 at the front and 7 on the back still gives me 21 gears, of which I'll probably still only use about 7 or 8. But I think that in this case it's going to be a case of less is more. Now the long-term plan, I think, if I'm going to think about touring abroad, I'm going to change this whole back setup to a roll-off. I'm going to have to bite the bullet and invest a lot more money into a roll-off hub. The good thing about the roll-offs is they do hold their price second-hand, so hopefully over time, if I decide I don't want it, I can probably sell it on and not lose too much money. But with the roll-off, everything then is internal, much shorter chain, and I think just everything will be less complicated and a lot easier. So there you are. Hopefully it's going to go in this week. The Efneo should turn up in the next couple of days, and it should go in this week, and I'm going to get the Efneo added, sort out the rear cassette, rear derailleur, shorten the cage on that, and then we'll see where we go. So hopefully I'm going to get it back at the end of next week.